After nearly 2 decades of civil war known as the Anarchy, England lay in chaos. The death of King Henry I's only legitimate son in the White Ship disaster had plunged the kingdom into turmoil over succession. Amidst this strife emerged a young, ambitious ruler who would restore order and lay the foundations for modern England, Henry II. England in the mid-12th century was a fractured land. Following King Henry I's death, a bitter struggle for the throne ensued between his daughter, Empress Matilda, and his nephew, Stephen of Blois. This period, marked by lawlessness and feudal conflict, left the country yearning for stability. In 1153, the Treaty of Wallingford was signed. Stephen would remain king, but upon his death, the crown would pass to Matilda's son, Henry of Anjou. When Stephen died in 1154, Henry II ascended the throne, becoming the first of the Plantagenet kings. At just 21 years old, Henry II inherited not only the English crown, but also vast territories in France, including Normandy, Anjou, and through his marriage to Eleanor of Aquitaine, the wealthy Duchy of Aquitaine. This union made him one of the most powerful monarchs in Europe. Henry was determined to restore royal authority. He began by reclaiming lands and castles taken by barons during the Anarchy, reasserting control over his nobility. His charisma and relentless energy set the stage for a reign that would redefine the monarchy. One of Henry II's most enduring legacies was his transformation of the English legal system. Frustrated by the fragmented and often corrupt feudal justice, he introduced reforms that became the basis for English common law. He established royal courts and sent itinerant judges across the country to enforce the king's justice, reducing the arbitrary judgments of local lords. The introduction of the jury system and standardized legal procedures enhanced fairness and consistency in the law. These reforms not only strengthened royal authority, but also provided a unifying legal framework for the kingdom. Henry's quest to consolidate power brought him into conflict with the church. Seeking greater control over the clergy, he appointed his close friend, Thomas Becket, as Archbishop of Canterbury, expecting his cooperation. However, once in office, Becket became a staunch defender of ecclesiastical privilege, opposing the king's attempts to try clergy in royal courts. The conflict escalated, leading to Becket's exile. In 1170, hoping for reconciliation, Becket returned to England, but tensions remained high. In a moment of frustration, Henry is said to have uttered, "Will no one rid me of this turbulent priest?" Misinterpreting this as a command, 4 knights murdered Becket in Canterbury Cathedral. The shocking event led to public outrage. Henry was forced to do penance, and Becket was canonized as a martyr. This incident weakened Henry's position and underscored the limits of royal authority over the church. At the height of his power, Henry II ruled over what modern historians call the Angevin Empire, stretching from the Scottish borders to the Pyrenees. His dominions included England, large parts of Wales and Ireland, and extensive territories in France. This vast realm brought immense wealth and influence, but also posed significant challenges. Governing such a sprawling territory required constant travel and vigilance to suppress rebellions and manage the ambitions of local nobles. Henry's later years were marred by conflicts within his own family. His sons, Henry the Young King, Richard the Lionheart, Geoffrey, and John, grew impatient for power. Encouraged by their mother, Eleanor of Aquitaine, who had grown estranged from Henry, the sons rebelled against their father multiple times. The most serious rebellion occurred in 1173 to 1174, when his sons allied with France and Scotland against him. Though Henry ultimately suppressed the uprisings, the betrayals deeply affected him. In 1189, after further conflicts and the death of his favored son Geoffrey, Henry II fell ill. Upon learning that his beloved son John had also joined the rebellion, a broken Henry reportedly exclaimed, "Now let things go as they will. I care no more for myself or for the world." He died shortly after. Henry II's reign was a turning point in English history. He restored royal authority after years of civil war, reformed the legal system, and expanded his empire. Yet, his relentless pursuit of power led to personal tragedies and set the stage for future conflicts. His complex legacy is one of a monarch who reshaped the monarchy, laying foundations that would endure for centuries. Henry II was indeed the king who redefined England. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the powerful figures of medieval history, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more stories from the past.